Did you know you're not just one organism, but a walking, talking ecosystem? Seriously, right now, trillions of microbes inside you are pulling the strings on everything from your mood to your immune system. It's this incredible new frontier in health, and we're gonna dive right in. You know, we all want these things, right? Clear skin, a healthy heart, and a better mood. And we usually chase them with totally separate solutions. We've got creams for our skin, exercises for our heart, mindfulness apps for our mood. But what if? What if they were all connected? What if there was one single powerful system pulling the levers on all of them? Well, a ton of new research is pointing in one direction, and it's pointing straight to your gut. All right, so let's pull back the curtain on this secret world inside of us. And we're gonna start with one of the most obvious connections, one you can literally see in the mirror, the one between your gut and your skin.
So you hear this term gut-skin axis. What on earth is that? Well, think of it like a biological superhighway. You've got this bustling city of microbes in your gut, and they're constantly sending out messages, like tiny little text messages through your immune system and through your hormones. And your skin? It's on the receiving end, getting these messages and reacting. But here's the kicker. It's a two-way street. So what shows up on your skin might just be a direct report from what's happening deep inside your gut.
Okay, so how do you even know if that communication line is getting a little fuzzy? Well, here are some common clues. Does any of this sound familiar? Maybe you notice your skin flares up after you eat a bunch of sugar or processed food. Or maybe your skin just went haywire after you had to take a round of antibiotics. You know, the stuff designed to wipe out bacteria? These things are not just coincidences, people. They are huge flashing signs that an imbalance inside is showing up on the outside. Okay, so if our gut is this, command center for our health, what's throwing it so off balance? Well, a major culprit is something that's become almost unavoidable in our modern lives: the way our food is made. And we need to get specific here because we're not just talking about any old packaged food. We're talking about something called ultra-processed foods, or UPFs. The key thing to remember, and you can see it on the slide, is that these are industrial formulas. We're talking long ingredient lists with stuff you'd never find in your home kitchen. Things like emulsifiers, hydrogenated oils, weird protein isolates, you get the picture. This is what's really happening inside. When these UPFs hit your gut, they basically throw a wrench in the whole system. They wipe out the diversity of your good gut bacteria, and at the same time, they're like super fuel for the bad guys. And this can actually damage the lining of your gut, creating these tiny little gaps. You might have heard this called leaky gut. And when that happens, all sorts of inflammatory stuff can sneak out into your bloodstream and cause problems all over your body. Not good. So let's break down this attack squad a little more. First, there's almost no fiber, which basically starves your good bacteria. They need fiber to live. Then you have artificial sweeteners, which a lot of research shows can totally mess with your microbial balance. And those emulsifiers, the things they add to make food feel creamy and last forever, well, they can actually start eroding the protective mucus layer in your gut. It's like a multi-front assault on your inner ecosystem. Okay, that all sounds pretty bleak. But here's the really good news. Your microbiome is resilient. It can totally bounce back. We can actually help it recover. And to do that, we need to meet the heroes of our story. To really rebuild our gut, we have to understand these two key players, prebiotics and probiotics. It can be a little confusing, so let's clear it up. Probiotics are the actual live good bacteria. Think of them as reinforcements you're sending in for your gut's army. But an army needs food to fight, right? That's where prebiotics come in. They're the fiber that your body can't digest, but your good microbes absolutely feast on it. It helps them grow strong and multiply. You really need both for a winning strategy.
And honestly, one of the absolute best ways to get those probiotic reinforcements is through fermented foods. And listen, this isn't some new health fad. People have been doing this for centuries all over the world. We're talking about things like kimchi from Korea, sauerkraut from Germany, kefir from the Caucasus Mountains. These are traditional powerhouses of gut health.
And the magic of fermentation doesn't even stop with the probiotics. The whole process creates these amazing beneficial compounds called postbiotics. Sounds technical, but it's basically the healthful waste products from the good bacteria. And these little guys can have powerful anti-inflammatory effects. Plus, fermentation can create new nutrients, like B vitamins, making the original food even healthier. It's a total win-win.
All right, enough with the science. Theory is great, but knowledge is only really powerful when you can use it. So let's get into a concrete action plan so you can put all this great info to work in your actual real life. Let's start with something most of us buy: yogurt.
I mean, the dairy aisle can be so overwhelming, right? It's designed to be confusing, but this little guide can help you cut through all that noise. The most important thing, look for that Live and Active Culture seal. That's non-negotiable. And try to go for plain, unsweetened versions. Be super careful with the flavored yogurts, especially the fruit on the bottom kind. A lot of them are just loaded with added sugar, which basically feeds the exact inflammatory bacteria you're trying to get rid of.
Okay, what about when you're craving a crunchy snack? Instead of grabbing that bag of chips, a total UPF classic, you have got to try this swap. Roasted chickpeas. They're so good, so crunchy, and they're packed with fiber, that prebiotic feel we were just talking about. The recipe here is insanely simple. Seriously, this is one of the easiest, most powerful upgrades you can make to your snack game.
And really, to wrap this all up, this quote from Dr. Suzanne Devkota, who's a leading researcher in this field, just says it perfectly. The goal isn't to find one magic food. The goal is diversity. Eating a huge variety of different foods, whole foods, fiber-rich foods, and yeah, fermented foods, that's what creates a strong, resilient inner ecosystem. And that is the true foundation of health. So, we'll leave you with this question. This isn't about some radical, overnight diet overhaul that you're gonna quit in a week. It's about starting with one small, doable step. Maybe it's just trying plain yogurt with some berries this week instead of your usual sugary one. Maybe it's making those roasted chickpeas. What's the one small thing you can do today to start taking care of that amazing world inside you?